Okay, this is a video that I really felt like I had to make. After this Karen Read trial, there are a lot of videos surfacing about interviews with certain people, interviews with jurors, but also the interview with Michael Proctor, the lead investigator who was fired, and of course the McCabe's and the Alberts have come out and they have done a formal interview as well. I've seen a lot of videos and I've seen a lot of commentary with regard to Brian Higgins and Brian Albert. People saying it's obvious that they killed John O'Keefe. And I'm sitting here and I'm just going over the math in my head. Was there a gigantic conspiracy? It's a very good question. There were said to be about 12 people in the Alberts' house that night, including Brian Higgins and Brian Albert. If John O'Keefe had walked up to the house and was killed by Brian Higgins and Brian Albert, then you have basically another 10 co-conspirators inside the house. So that brings us to 12 people who are colluding and conspiring to cover this whole thing up. Now let's add the two first responders who did change their story, and they came out and said, well, Karen Read admitted that she hit John O'Keefe. She said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. Now let's add Michael Proctor, who is said to have planted evidence, and his boss, Sergeant Buchanan. That brings us to 16 people. Now we add Kelly Dever, who is the police officer who changed her story. She said she saw Michael Proctor and the Sally Port for a long period of time with the car that he shouldn't have been. But then after visiting the police commissioner, then she changed her testimony. So let's say she's involved. Heck, let's say the police commissioner is involved because he allegedly said to Kelly Dever, do the right thing. So now we have 18 people. Interestingly, out of the 12 that were in the Albert home, no one said that they saw John O'Keefe's body on the front lawn as they were leaving. If they were conspiring, well, they didn't do it that night because they all said his body wasn't there. 18 people hiding evidence, colluding, and conspiring to pin this whole thing on Karen Read. 18 people, civilians and police officers together. 18 people. To me, that is a conspiracy of monumental proportions, and I don't know if that even adds up or makes sense. It almost seems very unlikely. And on top of that, the McCabe's and the Alberts coming out and doing a formal interview, if they are trying to hide the real facts, wouldn't they run the risk of saying something self-incriminatory? Wouldn't it be better for them to just not do an interview? I think it's very unlikely that 18, 16, 14, or even 10 people colluded and conspired to pin this murder on somebody else. I don't know. What do you think?